I'd like to analyze the fighting in the episode Power Rangers Mystic Force, Episode 12, The Gatekeeper Part 2. Those use are trumpets, oh boy. Ah yeah. They demorph to morph? Nick gets a cool moment though. The cartoon fighting with the words is unnecessary also. Korag, take it. As if it was Girl with the Dragon tattoo with Psychonauts creator. Claire's power was obviously implied. Udana saves the Power Rangers Tom Oliver style. Machiko Soga being in the series later made it even cool too. Jackie Mercand worked for both Saban and Disney, so that might have been a reference. She does mention the Machiko Soga use later on at conventions. I guess it's weird that Nick doesn't really learn how to do magic considering he's the warrior of the group. The only warrior, even. But he does have that speech about courage and good magic. And that shows how he was able to fight against Korag. The four versus Mordecai while Nick fights Korag is a bit unfair, and they even mention it. There's probably even a scene where they talk about how tough a guy Nick is that was removed, which unfortunately hurts the story. Claire sort of has a dopey voice during some of the scenes too, but when she makes it serious, it's good. It's a shame because they get rid of her as a serious character later on in the series when they could have just killed her off, which probably would have made the character a lot more significant and have a legacy. Nick does do a speech about magic, which is weird considering he's the warrior of the group. However, it does bring around the point that courage is the focal point of magic in the show. Even though there's probably courage and dark magic too. There's a good use of Mystic Force music when he defeats Korag. Some of the Catastrophes was interesting. Claire's eyes look very sad and show that the actress worked on the acting for the scene, even though she would later on have worse scenes later on in the series and not have much of a legacy towards it. I guess she was just happy to keep getting paid, which is pretty good too. It's a shame that despite everything they do with Claire and Aunt Udana, they don't really make her grow. Nick's final attack against Korag was very fitting after he does that magic speech. And it works really well with the magic words. Magical attack against Korag that defeats him. That is my analysis of the fighting in Gatekeeper Part 2.